Hello, everybody. Come right on in. Carolyn Williams here with Money Reverse. Come right on in, everybody. We are here for Stock Savvy Sessions. Day 4, Stock Savvy Sessions, day 4. When you arrive, can you just say day 4 in the comments? You know the routine. I'm not just trying to make you do stuff. I'm doing a mic check. So if you put day 4, that means you heard me. If I didn't say that, you'd say, hey, Carolyn, and I don't know if everybody hears me. So welcome, everybody. Stock Savvy Sessions, day 4. You know, one thing, I am so committed to teaching that I completely forget to share this out on my personal timeline. It's on my business page, but I completely forget to share this out on my personal timeline. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to remember today to share this out. And if you think that some of your friends would benefit from this, then you share this out too as well. If you want to wait and see if I say anything worthwhile. You've been with me for several days. You know, I don't hold back. I don't hold back. I just tell you. If I got time to tell you and you'll sit and listen, I will share it with you, even if I go over time. So you guys are so gracious. So I am going to write a post and then I'm just going to share. Here we go. No, I'll say join me now. Join me now. How to get started. Trading in the market. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Day 4. I see some day 4s in the comments. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I see you. I see you out there. So let's get started, everybody. I typically come on a little bit early, so it is right at, hey, Val, Thomas. I normally don't call names, and I'm not going to call names today because I want this video to be seen, and I just don't want to have all of your names out there, although I display your comments. So, so it's a little bit contradictory, isn't it? Well, welcome. Anybody, before I get started with teaching today, let me ask if anybody has any questions about anything we've gone through. Well, first of all, if you have been here for every session, can you put in the comments every session? If you have not been here for every session, and if you've been here, that means you were here live or you watched it on the replay. But if this is your first time, or if you haven't been here for every session, let me know which ones you were here for. Oh yeah, I see every session. Yeah, look, Hetty's been here for every session. If you've been here, oh, look, Val has been here for every session. Yes. Okay, I see, can I see your past replay? Yes, if you have not been here for every session, wherever you're watching me right now, all of the other sessions are right where you're watching me right now. So even if you haven't been here for every session like these people, look, Marcine has been here. Thank you so much for joining, Marcine. So those of you, oh, look, Kennard has been here for every session. These people know something. Now, if you have not been here for every session, that's okay. You missed the fun, but you can go watch the video replay of it. And, you know, we prayed over the video replay so that the same anointing and the same fun happens in the video replay. So wherever you're watching me right now, the replays of the other sessions are on that same platform. You can also go to Money Reverse University. And what I'm going to do is share links, share links of where you can register for the class. You can watch the class replays, and then you can also register and take the course. There's homework there, and everything is at no cost. Now, does everybody know why I'm doing this right now? Why am I giving a free course with homework, not just a webinar to try to get you to come and join my program? Now I'm going to tell you about my program tonight, but the other 3 days, that was not what I was doing. Does anybody know why I'm doing this right now? I think I said it at the very first of why I'm doing this at this particular time. And it is because of something that I want to recognize, um, something going on this month. Something that's going on. Oh, Bridget says, you know, God is going to bless you. Good. Yes, ma'am. I received that in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. You know, we don't look like church, but we got church folks up in here. We got folks that love the Lord, kingdom people here. Amen. Yeah. It's National Financial Literacy Month. That's right. Kennard knows, Marcine knows. And so with that, I want you to mark your calendar for every April that it is National Financial Literacy Month. And it is my goal to teach something every day. I do some of it live. I do some of it with, things that I'm posting on my platform, but on my Money Reverse page, I want to make sure that I'm sharing something to help us all to grow better financially in the month of April. The goal is at the end of April, you know something, you're more financially empowered than you were March 31st. That's the Carolyn Williams Money Reverse goal. So some of you, and I asked you one of those days if you had learned something, and several of you said, yes, I've learned something. So I'm glad. Well, let's get started in a word of prayer. Because we do have a lot to talk about. And if you have, after prayer, if you have any questions about anything that we've done in any of these other sessions, start posting your comments so I can clear up anything that we have here from the other sessions. So join me in prayer, everybody. Father God, we love you, Lord. We give you praise and honor. We worship you because you're worthy to be praised. Lord, I thank you for the opportunity to host Stock Savvy sessions in April 2022. Lord, I thank you for giving me the mind and the will and the perseverance to put this together. And thank you for touching the hearts of those that's been here, whether they're watching live or on the replay, or even if this is months after April. Thank you, Lord, for those that are seeing this. Lord, for those that have participated, those that want to grow financially, we submit to you and we ask you to give us what we need to get wealth. Because the word says it is you that give us the power to get wealth. And we seek you, Lord, and we'll be so careful to give you all the glory and all the honor. Lord, I thank you for financial abundance for every household that's represented here, for every individual and their children and their children's children. In your son, Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Let's get started, everybody. I appreciate all of you coming here and being here for every session and showing up. And I thank you. Continue to participate. This is our last night. This is our last Stock Savvy session. So I am going to I'm going to miss it. I do miss doing this. I miss it already and it's not over. So I'm going to make sure that I try to get all of the answers to you, try to get you something new. I want you to learn something tonight as well. And then go back and watch the replay. Now, for those that are joining us for the very first time, even though this is the last session, you can still participate. Now, so what I'm going to put a few links here in the comments. And the first link is going to be how you register for the Stock Savvy session and the Stock Savvy class. And with that, you can register for the class. That's where, when I reference the homework and when I reference downloadable resources, then you have to go to the Stock Money Reverse University and reference the Stock Savvy sessions that way. So with that, I just put that link in the comments. So if you are here for the first time, go and register out there. It's no cost. And it'll bring to light everything that you're watching on the replay. That's how you get there. So let's get ready and talk about our day 4 session. We're going to go to how do I get from here to making money in the market? Is that something anybody want to learn? Because we've learned a lot of stuff, but we haven't talked about what do you actually do with the information that you've learned to look up. You've learned to research stocks. And that's what I promised to give you in this session, is to teach you how to research stocks so that you'll know how to find those things that could make you money. So when you do, what do you do with that? And then we're going to talk about inflation. This is our our final conversation about inflation. But this conversation is going to say, I'm going to answer some questions that I've heard, frequently asked questions. And it's going to be centered around, okay, we've talked about inflation, but should I trade in the market with inflation like this? What is the one thing I want somebody to put in the comment? The one thing that I kept saying with inflation about how markets react. So I kept saying it over and over again. And I said, if I say this enough, you can't forget it. I want somebody to put that little slogan or that truth in the comments about inflation, because inflation is not a one-day thing. It's going to last for a while. It started at the end of 2021, our really inverted inflation. Then, yeah, and it's going to be around for a while. So when inflation is high, the markets are going to trade down. The markets are going to trade down. Yeah. Now, does that mean every single stock, every single company is going to trade down? No. But when you start asking about the general feel of the market, it's going to be down. But you're going to see pops of things going up. Market's going to trade down unless there's a reason for it not to. And there are many reasons for it not to trade down. That's where the volatility comes. Because when you hear that news, woo, it's going to trade up. When there's nothing happening, the market's going to trade down. Woo, 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 woo. That's what you're going to hear. And that's what we've seen yesterday and today. We saw that yesterday and today. This is it. When inflation is high, markets trade down. That does not mean every single stock, but when you look at the major indices, it's going to feel kind of heavy. And that's what we've seen today. The Dow closed down 800 points today. The Dow closed down 800 points. And you saw in our day one session how I outlined what's happened since the end of last year, what happened through all of 2021, and what's happened in the overall market indices since the beginning of the year. So we did that in our day one session. So you can kind of see the trend that's been happening. And the biggest reason for that is inflation. So the question is, do I get in the market when it's like this? Should I trade in the market now? Let's get started. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. You guys didn't hear it, did you? I tried to get the mic. A biblical investing lesson with Money Reverse. That's not only my brand, it is my promise. I am going to give you a biblical view of money and investing in every topic that I teach. So today's lesson is prepare for more and ask for more. This is 1 Chronicles 4:10. And this is the International Standard Version of the Bible. 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 10. And it reads, later on, Jabez called on the God of Israel, asking him, whether you would bless me again and again, enlarge my territory, keep your power with me, keep me from evil and keep me from harm. And God granted what he had requested. Again, this is 1 Chronicles chapter 4, verse 10, International Standard Version. This lesson, it looks like a video on the screen, and that's simply because it is a video. It's about a 3-minute lesson. It is in Money Reverse University in the Stock Savvy class area. So if you're registered for that, just go to the day 4 session and look for the biblical investing lesson. The main thing I want you to get from this is make plans to do more for God. As we're asking the Lord to expand our territory and to help us to gain wealth and learn how to trade in the market, I want you to think, this is so that you can be a blessing. This is so that you can be a blessing. And a blessing doesn't mean that you have to give everything away, but you want to be a blessing to somebody at some point. And you know what that is. You know what that is. If you want to be a blessing, can you just put it in the comments, I want to be a blessing. And if you don't want to be a blessing, I'm going to ask that this prompts you to ask the Lord for what thing has he called you for in this particular season, because I want you to prepare for more and then ask for more. So you've got to do something. You've got to expand your influence. You've got to do something. Now, I'm not going to teach the lesson right here. It's a video lesson and it's in Money Reverse University. So go out there and take a look at this. Be blessed, everybody. The information provided here today is for educational purposes only. Any market information that I share is purely commentary and should not be construed as investment advice, nor should the information be construed as a solicitation to buy or sell any securities of any kind. Let's get started. I want to do a review of inflation. We've been talking about inflation for the last 3 days. I'm just going to do a quick review. What we talked about in our last session are the major causes of inflation. They're listed here, 4 major causes: increase in production costs, an increase in demand of materials, an increase in the money supply, and rising wages. We had all 4 of these happen in the last 2 years. That's one of the reasons. This is 4 of the reasons that we're seeing inflation that is very high and climbing. So we talked about how do we fix inflation, because we already know inflation causes our prices to be high. Everything we buy at the grocery store, gas station, trying to order furniture, get fixing done on our house, trying to buy a house, everything costs more. So how do we fix this? And we all agreed, we all understand, and we all agreed that this is not our job, not my job. This is not my job to fix inflation. This is all on the Fed. We went through what the Federal Reserve System is. We went through what the FOMC is. And we did establish that the next meeting of the FOMC is May 3rd and 4th. That is from the time of this recording, next Tuesday and Wednesday. And the Fed will be making an announcement of things that they're going to do to curb inflation. We already know that they are going to take up interest rates. They have telegraphed this so much. Like I said, I'm sick of hearing it. I wanted it to happen in January. I was hoping we'd curb off some of this, but it's taken a long time, and it's going to take a while for inflation to curb. So the Fed is going to do things to try to balance their shrinking their asset purchases. We actually cut out all the asset purchases that ended in March 2022. It started in March 2020. So for 2 years, we were printing our own money. And I know we did need to do that to prevent our economy from sinking with the coronavirus, but now it's time to get back to normal life. So that look for March 3rd and 4th, announcement on the 4th about what the Fed is going to do as a part of the FOMC meeting. And their main goal is to shrink inflation, to pull back on inflation. Now, with that, if you want any details on any of those, again, that was in our day 1, day 2, and day 3 session. I just went through in 60 seconds, I think, what we covered in 2 or 3 of our sessions this week. So if you want some more details, that's all out there for us to go back and review. Now, question on the floor. And I get this question a lot. Is Carolyn, you've just told us about inflation. You've told us how markets are going to trade down with inflation. Yeah, we see it every day, and we've seen it on and off since the beginning of the year. So the question is, I know the very first, somebody asked me here, it's like, is this a good time for me to get in? These are the questions that I see, and this is what we're going to talk about today. With that, take a look at these questions. Should I get in this market, knowing that things are trading down? If I should get in, when should I get in? Do I get in now? And I just don't know what to do. And I'm in now, and I'm watching things go in the red in my portfolio. What do I do? I'm just kind of confused. Let me just kind of map it out for what I would recommend, what I recommend for my students, what I recommend for my clients. And let me kind of tell you my perspective on things. Let's see. Now, I do want you to know that sometimes when it comes to being active in trading, this is a graphic that I post quite often with my day traders. I say sometimes the best action is to do nothing. I don't want you thinking that you have to do something all the time. That's why my philosophy with teaching and coaching is really about wisdom. And wisdom is having the knowledge and being able to read the situation and know when do you put that knowledge into action. But because you don't do every action every time, you got to just know when you need to hold them and when you need to fold them. So I just want to know, before we start, I want you to know that sometimes the best action is to do nothing. We don't always have to be moving. In this market, when we are in a high inflation, in a very volatile market, up and down, you're going to see all types of things. You're going to see days that are very interesting trading days. Today, for instance, when I look at the Dow closed down 809 points. The NASDAQ closed down 514 points, and the S&P is down 120 points. Today was a down day if I've ever seen a down day. And it's not over. I don't think that it's over. So did I get in the market today? You betcha. You betcha. Yeah, I bought some stuff today. I sure did. And I'm going to sell it tomorrow. Sure did. I'll tell you in a minute. It's one of the stocks we've been watching every day. There's a reason that those stocks that we use for examples, there's a reason that I picked all three of them. You can probably figure it out. But let's go and let me kind of give you some wisdom. I'm going to say any time is a good time to get in the market. This is what I tell all my students. It's like, when is the best time to get in the market? Any time is. When something's down, something's up. That's just the way things work. There's no way to perfectly time when you get in the stock market. So if anybody is telling you that you must get in today because you got to buy it today, no, you don't. Stocks are going to repeat their trading behavior over and over and over again. If you missed it today, it'll come back. That same behavior will come back around again. And in a market like this, at that same price. So you don't have to take action on anything right away. I can't see any reason that you have to take action on anything. I do not want anybody to feel pressured to get in or to get out of the market. It's always time to get in and always time to get out. There's no way to time it perfectly. Markets are trading all the time. So you get in when you're ready to get in. That means when you have, I think because of this, you really need to know what you're doing, because I need that wisdom that we've been praying for. We need that to kick off. So with that, yeah, you can get in the market at this time, but it's because I want you to have specific goals and know why you're getting in and what you're trying to accomplish. So no, you do not need to wait until the volatility goes away. And depending on what your personality is, you may like the volatility. I love the volatility. Number two, I want you to know what you're trying to do when you make that move. I don't want you just buying something because somebody said this is the thing to buy. When you do get in the market and you do make a purchase, I want you to know what you're buying, why you're buying it, and what you're expecting it to do, and what is your exit plan for that particular security. Okay, I got in Microsoft today. I bought Microsoft after the market closed. Actually, I did a long and a short on Microsoft. The reason I bought Microsoft is because they released their earnings, their quarterly earnings report. We did not talk about quarterly earnings in Stock Savvy. There's so many things that I didn't talk to you about. I just can't teach everything in Stock Savvy. But I knew Microsoft was releasing their quarterly earnings, after the bell. So I sat there and watched until the market closed, and I bought Microsoft. I bought a long and I bought a short. And so we didn't talk about long and short either. Darn it. Just trust me. I got in Microsoft saying, whichever way Microsoft goes, I'm going to make money. If the stock goes up, I'll make money. If the stock goes down, I'm going to make money. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm making money tomorrow, every day. I make money in the market every day. So, but I knew what I was doing, why I was doing it, what am I expecting it to do, what price would make me happy when I get out. So I'm not getting in and then going to say, should I sell it? Should I not? I already have those plans together. And when you go through my full program, I'm going to tell you the formula to come up with that before you make that move. So don't just jump in and then asking, do I buy this? And then asking, do I sell it? When do I sell it? I want you to know that before you get in. And then I want you to know what's happening around you. Because you may say, okay, I'm going to buy Microsoft and I'm going to sell Microsoft stock when it gets to $500. Okay, Microsoft is trading at $272 today. Okay, do you even know? Has Microsoft ever gotten to $500? Do you know what the market's like? How is Microsoft trading? How are other tech stocks trading? Because companies and like patterns are going to trade like their brothers and sisters. Stocks in the sectors are going to trade like their brothers and sisters. So you got to know what's going on around you. And this week, that's what we've been doing, is talking about. That's why I'm talking about inflation, because I want you to know what's going on around you. It may look like this stock should go up, but in a high inflationary period, it may not. It may go up today and down tomorrow. And I want you to know that it's not necessarily anything wrong with that particular company. It is about the system. It is about what's going on around us. The inflationary measures are what's making things trade like this. So I want you to know what's going on around you. Don't just jump in and have no clue what time you're jumping in. And number 4, when the markets decline, determine if the company has done anything to cause the decline. So if you see your stock go down in price, if you're already in, you see this stock just dropping, bam, 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 just dropping. The first thing I want you to do is to go and do the research to see, is there a visible reason why the stock that you own is dropping? If you look at them and you see that they've lost their major contracts and their CEO has run off with the money and everything else, they're being sued, the SEC is investigating, yeah, that company has done some things that's causing their stock price to drop. That's a company I would consider getting out of. But if you don't see any news that tells you why the company that you own, the company that you had a reason for buying, you chose to get in this company based on something that you saw, something that you researched, and something that you believed in. You had a thesis about this company, and you got a plan of when you're getting in and when you're getting out. And based on that research, you made the purchase. If the company has done something to cause their stock to trade down, like some of the things that I mentioned, then yeah, your thesis is going to change at that point. But if you don't see anything in the news or anything in the company reports that tells you why they're trading down, then it's likely they're trading down as a result of the entire system trading down. That's okay. It's the system that's broken, not your company. You want to have healthy companies, and if they're in a system that's broken, you're going to see them pull back in price. But once the system is recovered, then the stocks are going to recover. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, give me some feedback and let me know. So if you're in already and the stock price is dropping and you don't see anything that's telling you why it's dropping, then assume that it is the system. Now you need to keep watching. You need to keep watching and making sure that those that you already own, you know what's going on with them. So if you're already in and the market's dropping like this, then this is what I want you to do. Just make sure your thesis is still good. And if your thesis is good, I want you to hold what you got, because you don't lose any money until you sell your stock. It's in your portfolio and it's in the red, but you don't lose or make any money until you sell it. I want everybody to put that in the comments. I don't lose money until I sell. So you may look in your portfolio and you see it's red, but you haven't lost any money. You don't lose any money until you sell. That makes sense? So you just hold it in the red. It's got an opportunity to go back up. And if the whole system is going down and you don't have any bad news about your company, hold what you got. Hold what you got. Okay? Now, let's see. What is the last one? Yeah, you don't lose money until you sell. You don't lose any money until you sell. So with that, that's what I want you to know. So if you're already in and you're worried, oh my God, what do I do now? Just know what's going on around you and you see how markets are trading, see how your stock is trading in this, and wait for, it's just like everybody's, it's like my hair's wet. I go outside and my hair is wet. Guess what? It's raining. Everybody's hair is wet. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So do I need to stay home? No. Everybody that's going to the store, everybody that's going to the games, hair is going to get wet. It's okay. It's okay. You ain't gonna be the only one frizzy. Everybody gonna be frizzy. Okay. Now, to everything there is a season. To everything there is a season, a time and a purpose for everything under heaven. I enjoy the seasons. I enjoy the seasons. I have learned to be content in every situation that I'm in. Now, I'm not always content. That's my goal, but in things like this, I get excited. I started trading today and markets were trading down and I was talking to my traders. I was like, I get so excited. I was telling them all the things that was happening. And I said, I don't want to sound negative. I said, I know I sound negative, but I'm excited about this because everything's pulling back. Do I have things that are red in my portfolio? Of course I do. Of course I do. But I also had things that was green in my portfolio too, because I'm doing some opportunistic trading. I'm trading just because it's going down one day and up the next day. I'm trading just for that very reason. I'm not getting it to have and hold to this day forward. No, I hope this thing goes back up tomorrow so I can make some money, because I got a weekly profit goal. I got a set amount of money that I have set out to make every week in the market. Every one of my traders do. We have a weekly profit goal. So we're trading just to make that profit goal. And we report out every Friday. So just know, I want you to understand what season it is. The thing that because you're here or you're watching this on the replay, you're learning, and that's good. This is the season for learning for you and watching. Oh my God, you've got to watch it. There's so much to learn. We have not seen a stock market. Now, we haven't seen inflation like this in 40 years. If you're under the age of 40, this has never happened in your lifetime. I'm over the age of 40, but over the age of 40, but I have not been trading in the market for 40 years. So I've never seen the market like this. It's pretty exciting to me. So enjoy the season. Enjoy the season. It's not going to always be like this. We have not seen a stock market like we've seen in the last 2 years. I've never made the kind of money in the stock market in the last 2 years in my entire life. I had traders that hired me to help them that made 6 figures in the market last year. And I kept telling them, I said, guys, the market isn't going to always be like this. They were going, holy fuck, Carolyn, I wish I had known this years ago. I'd have walked away from my corporate job. I go, stop. The market's not going to stay like this. This is just a season. So when it's wintertime, put your coat on and enjoy the cold. Don't sit there and complain that it's cold. When we're in this season, enjoy it and make the most of it. And you guys know I got one purpose for what I'm trying to do when I'm fooling around in the stock market, right? I only got one thing I'm trying to do, just one thing. And if anybody knows what I'm trying to do, then you know what I'm trying to do in this season. Somebody just share with everybody what is Carolyn Williams trying to do when she's fooling around in the stock market. I'm not trying to have fun. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make money. I'm not trying to make a statement. I'm not trying to do ministry. I'm not trying. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to make money. So with that, when I say enjoy the season, I'm thinking, how am I going to make money in this season? That's it. That's all. So that's where my traders are like, we're right here with you. I said, you guys got a strategy. Our strategy is, one of my traders said, my strategy is to follow you. I had my traders to map out their strategy because the strategy that you were using 5 months ago is not going to work right now. I need you to map out your new strategy. One of the traders say, my strategy is to do everything you do. I said, come on. And that person is doing it. That person bought Microsoft today too. That person bought Microsoft today too. They saw me buy Microsoft. They bought Microsoft. Okay. Now, if you have any questions about inflation or anything that we've talked about, you can post them in the comments. I'm going to get to your questions all at the same time. And I hope that this has helped you with inflation because it's not over. But at least I wanted to give you some things, not just teaching you about the past, but kind of give you some right now, how do you react in this inflationary environment? So I hope that this is helpful for you. Now, let's talk about what you've accomplished thus far. We have been here for Stock Savvy Sessions, day 1, 2, and 3. In day 1, we talked about how big and how much. If you were here and learned something in this session, just put down how big and how much. In this session, we talked about knowing about what's the size of a company, and we look at the market cap for that. Because what we said is, if somebody had given us a stock tip to say, oh, I want you to buy this stock. This is a stock that I think is interesting. These are questions that I want you to ask of yourself. And you get the answers after you go do the research. And the first thing you're going to find out is how big and how much. So with that, day 1, we talked about what is market cap, how big is this company, and also how has the stock been trading over the last 12 months? In our day 2 session, we talked about interesting and rewarding stocks, IRS, interesting and rewarding stocks. This is the IRS that we love. These are stocks that are interesting to more individuals than us. Stocks that are interesting are stocks that are bought and sold on a regular basis. And stock prices change when people buy and sell the stock. So a stock that's not interesting is one that the stock price is probably not going to move. So I showed you how to look at volume and average volume and gave you some guidelines on what Money Reverse considers to be an interesting stock. And then rewarding stocks are those that pay dividends. And we talked about dividends, and I even gave you some examples of companies that paid large dividends and even an example of one that pays monthly dividends. And dividend is just where that company decides to just drop money in your brokerage account just because you're holding the stock. So basically you get an income portfolio. Company stocks that pay you money just by putting cash in your account for holding the stock. Whether the stock price goes up or down, it doesn't matter. Once they declare the dividend, they're going to pay it no matter what the company stock price is. And then in our day 3 session, we talked about savvy stock charting. We talked about looking at charts and determining the trending of a stock, of how it's been trading for the last year. I think we looked at the 1-year trends. Now I added some bonus topics in. We talked about the ex-dividend date. We also talked about stock splits as well, making sure that you're aware of 2 major stock splits that have already been announced. There's rumblings of other stock splits that are coming. So when you keep your ears to the ground, you're going to hear about them because they will make the general regular news, not only the financial news, they'll make the regular news too. So we learned a lot in the last 3 days. Now, yeah, and we also did homework too. Now, I didn't check our homework sheet. A lot of you didn't do the homework, but it's not too late. If you want to do the homework is still out there when you go and sign up for the Stock Savvy sessions. Now, if you did the homework or if you want to go and get the homework, there is a bonus video that's posted in our class area in Money Reverse University, and it shows you how to download the homework to your personal computer. So what you have there is a listing of stocks that's been researched by everybody that participated in the homework, and it could be good information for you. The format that I use there for the homework is also something that you can save off as an Excel file on your computer, and then you can use it if you want to do some stock research later. I find sometimes when I'm researching stocks without having a system like that, I look at them online and then you forget why you're looking at them and you just don't have a point of reference. I always have my stock watch sheet and I put down why I'm looking at this stock right now, because I go look at it next week and I may not remember why I looked at that particular stock. I watch over 500 stocks every day. I have a system. I've developed dashboards. You guys know I was an IT person before I became a finance person. I wrote code and I was a systems engineer. I was all in tech, so I could write programs and everything. So I've developed dashboards and all kind of tools to help me to manage the stocks that I watch. So if you want to have something that may help you out, go to the video, the bonus video that's in your class area, Stock Savvy class area in Money Reverse University, and you can download the homework sheet if that's something that you want to do. I just always want to give you something. Okay, now we've done a lot. Everything that I explained, it was a lot, but I'm gonna say you've come a long way. But we haven't talked about what steps do you take to actually make money in the market. You've heard about me making money in the market, but Carolyn, you hadn't told me one thing about how to buy a stock and what do I use to buy the stock or anything. So how do you get from here, which is a very good place? How do you get from here? How do you get across this bridge to making money in the market? It looks like a long bridge, and the further you get, it gets more foggy. You just don't know what's over there. So I want to tell you there's 4 savvy steps that's going to help get you across this bridge from where you are right now, which is very clear. Everything that I shared with you, you guys got it. I would always ask, if it makes sense, and many of you posted that it makes sense. So how do we get from where you are right now to making money in the market? There's 4 savvy steps. The first thing I'm going to say is I want you to learn about and stay abreast of market concepts, terms, current events, current conditions, economic cycles. We did that in this 4 days with inflation, but let me just go through them and we'll go through them in more detail. I want you to learn and stay abreast of market concepts, market terms, current events, and economic cycles. Number 2, I want you to develop some stock research and watching skills and techniques. Number 3, I want you to understand your personal investing style, understand your personality, and how much time you have to put in your market learning and in your market activities. You got to know you. And then I want you to practice it and go for it. Let me explain why I have these things. I know you probably thought I was going to give you a whole lot of technical jargon. All of these things are more soft skills. It's more about you, because I'm going to tell you, when you start to really embrace making money in the market, whether it's for your long-term or short-term, everything depends on you. There's so many different opportunities out there, but the biggest variable is going to be you. So 1, learn about and stay abreast of current market concepts, terminology, and economic cycles. I want you to understand this is some of the terms that I want you to know about. The Dow, NASDAQ, S&P, market sectors, volatility, earnings season, SEC, stock splits, long positions, short positions, and so much more. These are things that need to come natural to you, and it's not anything that's difficult. It's just a different language. When we explain this in a way that breaks it down, we're all intelligent people. You get it right away. But it's just like anything, any type of, people in the healthcare field. They use words that I just don't understand, but when they explain it to me, I get it right away. Same thing. You just need to start understanding this terminology so that you can start to equate what's happening in the news to what's happening in the markets and put the two together so that they can work together. Okay? So this is what I want you to do. Learn. This is number 1. The second savvy step that you need to get from here to making money in the market, I want you to develop some stock research, stock watching skills and techniques. I want you to understand fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Take note of these. Fundamental analysis is most of the things that we did in Stock Savvy session day 1 and day 2. This is where you're looking at the company financials. You're looking at the health of the company, the leadership, the business strategies, the financials of the company. How have they been trading? Are they trading up or down? Are they paying dividends? You're looking at the numbers of the company and even their leadership and some of the strategies, some of the contracts that they're getting. Technical analysis is where you start to look at the trade, look at the stock, and you're looking at graphs and charts to look at the history and look at patterns of what the company has done. We did a little bit of that. We touched on that in our day 3 session when we did savvy stock charting. We just touched on it, just touched on it a little bit. One is fundamental analysis. The second one is technical analysis. The reason that I want you to understand these concepts and understand these words is so that when you start to look at how you're going to get more education, whether you do it on your own or whether you partner with somebody else, then I want you to know what you're looking for. If they're not teaching you fundamental analysis and technical analysis, then I'm going to say keep on rolling, okay? If they say just follow me, do what I do, and not explaining it, keep on rolling, okay? So that's number 2 of the 4 savvy steps to get you from where you are right now to making money in the market. Step number 3 is understand you. Understand your personal investing style, understand your personality, understand your time investment, how much time you have to invest, how much do you want to put in this? Because your investments need to fit you. And I want you to know you and be you. Look at these marbles. Neither of these marbles is exactly the same. Neither one. And there's nothing wrong with either one of these marbles. Every investor is different. I don't want you to get to where you try to transform yourself into doing things exactly like somebody else is doing. Unless you're some of my day traders that just want to follow me and do what I do because they're just trying to make money. They ain't trying to be me. They're just trying to make money like me. That's okay. That's okay. But I also encourage them to get their own strategies and own personality, which is why I ask them, I push them to make their marble shine. I want you to shine doing what's best for you. I push my traders like this a lot. So with that, know yourself so that you can have a good expectation of what you're going to put in it and what you're going to get out of it. And then I want you to practice it and do it. Enough said. I don't want you to get in a situation where all you're doing is taking classes. You've gone to 15 free classes, signed up for 2 more webinars. You got a email course that's starting on Monday, and you never do anything except take classes. I need you to get out of the starting gate and you need to go for it. I don't want you to be a professional student, and I don't want you to be such a procrastinator, and I don't want you asking so many questions that all you're doing is asking questions. You just got to go for it. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, you say, okay, Carolyn, yeah, that makes sense. But where can I go to get this stuff, Carolyn? The 4 savvy steps make sense. Where do I go to get this? Now, there's several ways. There's several words that I underline there. I want you to know those words because you can look for, you can try to do this on your own. There's several individuals that have some videos on YouTube on fundamental analysis, on technical analysis, on stock watching, on charting. So if you know the words that you're looking for, you can look for some free training, sign up for different free training sessions like this one here at Money Reverse. I do this every year. Actually, I do this twice a year. I'll do this again about October time period. And I also do a lot of teaching in August because that's my birthday month. So I do this a lot. So you can come, and several of you have taken Stock Savvy sessions from me more than once, and simply because I bring a different topic to the table every time. I want to talk to you about what's going on right now, because knowing what's going on around you is very important. Now, you can do it that way, and you don't have to get any type of training at all to get started in the market. That's why I said the 4 steps, because if you want to do this without any training, you can do that. You know, I started trading in the market with no training at all. I've never had anybody train me. I just never had anybody train me. Now, I do have my full testimony that's available that I'll share with you how you can get that and understand how I got started and how I got to where I am today. Mine is a very different story. It's really a testimony. It's not a brag. It's a testimony because I learned this through, it's a testimony. But I want to tell you, I have developed a program that has all of this and more all in one single place. And it is my program, 21 Days to Stock Market Investing. In 21 days, with no prior knowledge of the stock market, I say my students will go from not knowing how to trade in the market to making money, to actually making stock trades in 21 days. And we'll know what they're doing. So with that, my program, 21 Days to Stock Market Investing, let me tell you a little bit more about it. It's an online course via web teaching. So it's just like we did here. We will be online. So no matter where you are in the world, I have students that I teach from Europe. Guess why? Because it is a web class. I used to teach this in person, but once I started teaching it, and some of my students here are from, last class we had people from Kansas City, several from Texas, Kansas City, New Jersey, California, from everywhere. So now the 21 days to stock market investing, it is 3 live classes in 21 days. Each class is 2 hours and there's 1 class each week and the classes are on Monday. So just like we had class here every day and it was supposed to be 45 minutes, but somebody kept saying, no, teach us more. And I went, okay. But in the 21 days class, it's 3 live classes. Each class is 2 hours and they're taught on Mondays. And we have the biblical investing lessons. You have homework, you have downloadable resource guides, you have group learning and live coaching. I'm going to tell you, this Stock Savvy course that I pulled together, it is a mini version of my 21 Days to Stock Market Investing. If you were able to learn something through this Stock Savvy, this is just a scaled down version. I did everything in Stock Savvy, just like my 21 days course. You will have shared homework. Everything will be in Money Reverse University. You'll be able to go there and do your homework. You'll be able to go there and watch the replays of the videos. You'll be able to download everything that you could do in the Stock Savvy. You can do, if you learn from this platform, you can learn in my 21 days course. Now, in this, in addition, what we did not do in Stock Savvy, but we will do in the 21 days course, is do an investing personality assessment. Remember how the Savvy step number 3 was to know you? I will give every individual student a personal assessment of their investing personality so you can understand more about your investing style, how much risk you're willing to take, and kind of what makes you most comfortable. So we'll go through that individually. Everybody in the class will have a personal assessment, and we'll share that out in our day 15 course, in the 3rd class. We will go through that. Now, after we go through all of the 21 days of lecture, we will have 45 days of virtual trading. I will set up a fake trading account that's using virtual money and trading against the real market. So you will actually be issuing stock trades with me, overseeing what you do for 45 days. I will be coaching you on what things you can do. I will be trading right along with you, and I will be sharing with you every day what's going on in my head, what I'm trading and why I'm trading it, what I'm buying, why I'm buying it, what I'm selling, why I'm selling it. And you can learn from me. You can do the exact same thing as me, or you can go and do your own thing. In the last course, one trader, I did not, at the end of 45 days, we see who made the most money. I didn't make the most money in the last class. I mean, I'm not proud of that, but I'm glad when my students beat me, but as I think about it, I don't like that at all. But I didn't make one of my students he jumped out of the gate and he was all on this. I'm so proud. I don't know if he's here. He was here one night. I saw him here, even though he's taken the course. So with that, you'll have 45 days of virtual trading. So that helps you to practice it before you start to trade with your own money. Now, if you want to trade with your own money, you can do that too, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to practice it before you do it. And then after that 45 days, you get 6 months subscription to the 21 Days to Stock Market Investing Graduates Forum. This is all people like you that have completed the course. And in that 6 months, you will get a lot in that private group. We get monthly advanced lessons. There is a video training library of over 200 plus videos on advanced topics. There's more virtual trading available to you. Whenever we have major things going on in the market, I'll pop in live and do impromptu market updates for you. You'll have access to group coaching. You can ask questions of me and other people in the group, and you get so much more, because I don't always know what you're going to get in this group, because as I see what's going on, then I start to implement new things. The latest thing that I implemented a couple of years ago is I said, whenever we see the market very volatile, like this, going up and down, we have a measure for that. Anytime that the volatility is high, I go live every day in this group about noon. I say, I'm going to come on and I'm going to coach you through. It's just like being on a rocky ship and not knowing that somebody's there with you. And so the market has been volatile so much for the last 2 years. So what I do now is I had to have a couple of days off. So I said I go live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday whenever the volatility is high. So that was something that we didn't do until we moved into COVID and got this real volatile market. Now, when you take this course, it is a virtual course. It's videoed. So even if you can't join live, you can go back and watch the replay, and you have lifetime access to your course material. So if you say, oh my God, I can't trade right now, I got something going on and I need to step away, and you need to come back and have a refresher, you have access to this course for the rest of your life. You won't have access to the Graduates Forum. You will have 6 months there. And if you choose to stay in the Graduates Forum, there is an annual cost to stay there, but 6 months is included in your tuition. But going back to your class material, the 21 days of lecture, how about lifetime? That should get you what you need. Now you have access to a live coach that cares about your success, and that live coach is me. I hope that you see from our Stock Savvy sessions how important it is for me to make sure that you're learning. I want to make sure that you're learning it, not just listening to it, learning it. Now, anybody that takes this course, this group of traders that I work with, I also have a group of traders that I call my quick money traders. Some people call them day traders, but we don't always do day trades. We may buy a stock and hold on to it for 3 or 4 days or 3 or 4 weeks. It just depends. So we're not day traders. We're not getting in and out of a stock on a daily basis. But this quick money trading group is open to all graduates of this course. So if that's something that you're interested in, you have to take this course to be eligible to be a part of that private group. There is another monthly fee on top of that. So it's an option to join this group if you choose to. But if you say, Carolyn, I want to have a goal of having weekly income from the market, and I want to get in a group that helps me to do that, then you have to take this course, because that is a fast moving group. I cannot teach in that group. I need you having a certain level of knowledge available to you. And if I'm doing something in that group that's not common, I'll tell you, go back and watch in your day 8 class and get caught up on that. So taking this course is the first prelim step to getting to that quick money trading group, if you want to have that as an option for you. Now in this gives you a 9-month experience with me. When you sign up with Money Reverse, this is not just 21 days and you're gone. You will be with me for 9 months. You'll be sick of me if you participate in everything that I do, with all the videos out there, the live trainings, the things that I do on the Money Reverse page, and the coaching. So if you want to, you could get sick of me. So with that, I want you to know that I do have a course that's coming up soon. This course is coming up in May, and I will share with you information about that now. We have a course that's coming up in May. The classes are on Mondays. They start Monday, May 9th. There's another one on May 16th and another one on May 23rd. Each class builds on itself. So it's not 3 days of the same thing. It's 3 classes of the same course. So with that, if you want to be in this upcoming May course, I want to tell you the Stock Savvy deal today. This is valued at $3,700, and this is cheaper than most of my competitors. If you looked at any of my competitors, let me know. You'll see this is much cheaper than most of my competitors. But if you are an individual, you can join this course for $2,500 per person. Now, that's if you make a one-time payment. If you want to say, Carolyn, I do want this, but I am not ready to pay $2,500, I understand it. You're going to be with me for 9 months. So I will let you pay this off in 4 months. We have a 4-month payment plan available to you. So you can join this course at $660 a month for the next 4 months. Now, there is a premium on that. So you can see per student, it takes that cost up to $2,640 total. So with that, this is if you want to be in this next course on May 9th, you can join us right now. Enrollment is opening today. Now, if you say, Carolyn, we're a couple, I'd like for, as a husband-wife team, I'd like for us to take this together. And I do recommend that husband and wife teams take this together. What we find in our last course, we did have a husband-wife. We have a lot of husband-wife teams come through. As a matter of fact, when I think about it, at least one couple in just about every course. We did have a one couple in the last course, we sure did, one couple. So with that, if you as a husband and wife team want to come on board, the two of you can come on board at $5,000 per couple. You also have a 4-month payment plan of $1,315 per month. And again, there is a small premium on that if you want to pay over a period of 4 months. Again, this is a 9-month experience. So you're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. So I will let you pay this off in 4 months if some of you want to do this and say, I just hadn't set aside that kind of money right now. Now, the couples version is $7,100 total as total value. So you can see it is under the total, it's under the recommended market price for it. And that recommended market price is lower than most of my competitors. Now, I do want you to know that, of course, anytime you see any type of a program like this, there are bonuses that I'm going to give you. 2 empowering bonuses that are waiting for you. Now, that means if you signed up today, these things that I call bonuses, you will get them today. Now, stock watching, 6 simple steps to stock watching. Now, this is a lesson that I teach. It is step-by-step instructions on how you watch stocks. And I will give you step-by-step instructions of how you can understand what's going on with stocks and not miss anything. And I teach you how to do this in just 45 seconds a day. 45 seconds a day. You may say, Carolyn, I can't trade in the market because I work a full-time job and I'm just busy. I can't sit and watch a screen all day. You know, all of my students work a full-time job. Some people work 2 jobs. But what I do is I teach you ways. The whole time I traded stocks, I was in corporate America. So I never sat and watched a screen of the stock market every day. I have never done that until I became an entrepreneur and started trading for a living and coaching people to trade. But the whole point of stock watching is so that you will know what's going on with the stock. You never say, oh my God, I missed it. So this is a training that's available for you in Money Reverse University. And if you register today, you get this lesson today. This is going to help you immediately in your stock market trading. 6 simple steps to stock watching. That's bonus number 1. Bonus number 2. Remember how I talked about that group that you get 6 months of, the Graduates Forum? This is a Facebook group, a private Facebook group, and it is people just like yourselves that have finished the 21 days to stock market investing. In this group, you get live monthly advanced teachings. You get access to this video training library. There's tools and there's worksheets that you can download. There's a virtual trading environment. You get biblical investing lessons, group coaching. You get these live impromptu market updates. This is where the happening is in the Graduates Forum. When you register for this course, typically I will give you this 6 months after we finish the course. And so we would finish the course at the end of May and at the end of the 45 days. That's when you get your 6 months. That's when it starts. But when you register early, you get in this group early. So that gives you an extra 2 months in this group. And so for that next live training that I have coming up, and that will be next week at the time of this recording, you will have access to join me in that training with the other graduates. So you can start getting some advanced training even before the class starts. How cool is that? So with that, that is the second bonus that's for you. Now, I also want you to know that I do have an early bird special. If you say, I know that this is what I want to do. I know that this is what I want to do. If you are one that are ready to fly, you're ready to take off, ready to spread your wings and can make a decision quickly, I'm going to give you a special discount bonus. You get this full program for $2,380 per person. It doesn't matter if you're a single individual or if you're a couple. You can choose to pay that one time, or you can use a 4-month payment plan. No matter what, no premium on the 4-month payment plan when you register by Saturday, April 30th, 2022. You must use the coupon code early1 because you are the early one. You're going to get this full program for $2,380. And with that, if you did as a one-time payment plan, you can pay that price or pay $595 per month for 4 months. And if you're a couple, you pay the $2,380, which is $4,760 total, or $1,190 per month. You must use the coupon code early1, and you must do this before 11:59 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, April 30th. Okay, so, and with that, you get all of those bonuses included with that. Now, let me tell you, I am very comfortable with this program. I've had many people go through this program. If you signed up in Money Reverse University, you see all of the prior classes out there because everybody has lifetime access to the course. So I will go and, hide some of those, but you can see I've taught this course for years. And I'm going to tell you that my students learn. My students do learn. I am so comfortable with this program that I have a money back guarantee. I guarantee that this is going to provide you the education to research and trade stocks and ETFs after you complete the 21 days of coursework and the 45 days of virtual trading, or you will get your money back. You will know how to research and trade stocks and ETF. You're going to know how to do this. Now, if you choose not to do this and don't make money with it, I can't guarantee that you're going to make money because I'm not going to stand over your shoulder and I'm not going to scream at you to trade. But you're going to know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, then you are going, I will give you your money back. Now, there is a little asterisk there. There is a little asterisk there because to get this money back guarantee, you have to be in all of the live classes live. And you have to complete the homework and you have to participate in the virtual trading. So if you're not participating in either of those, then that negates this money back guarantee. Because the one thing I know, if you do the work, you're going to know what you're doing. Now, if you don't do the homework, if you don't show up live and you say you're going to watch the replay and you kept getting interrupted in the replay, and then at the end you say, Carolyn, I don't know how to research stocks. Then I go, you haven't given it a fair shot. So you have to be live for all 3 sessions. You have to complete the homework. You have to participate in the virtual trading, and you have to participate in the activities. You have to show up at the midterm meeting. So if you participate, you will know what you're doing. And after that, if you don't, I'll give you your money back. I've never had to do this in the years that I've taught this, just because the way that I teach it, just like the Stock Savvy, nobody said, can you come after class and explain to me what you're doing? Now, several people have taken this course and people have said, yeah, we like it. I just want to summarize right here. Here's everything. For $2,500, there is a monthly payment plan. If you register for the course with the code early1, you will get the early bird discount price. And then here is the couple's price. With all of the bonuses, you get all of that together, and things are available for you to register again. These things are ready for you to register now. So with that, I am available to answer your questions. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to look at your questions and look at the comments and see if I can see some questions. And I'm also going to put the link here so that you can register for the course. I'll share that with you here. And so if you want to go take a look, and if you go look out in Money Reverse University, you will see where you can register. This course is actively out there and ready for you to register. Oh, no, that was the Stock Savvy. Sorry. Let me get you the other link. Let me get you the right link. Yeah, hold on just a second. Okay. Here we go. 21 days class. There we go. It's the 21 days class. Okay, so let me see if I see any questions. Do you offer this class later in the year? Yes, I do. I teach this class typically twice a year. I did teach it in February. I got such a demand after first of the year that I did teach it in February of this year. And I will teach it again in October, in the October-November timeframe. So I do plan on doing that. Okay. Let's see. Would practicing the homework familiarize you better? Oh, let me just show this one. Would practicing the homework familiarize you better with how to understand stocks and companies? Is this accessible on Money Reverse University site at all time once you have enrolled? Yes. Now, yes, definitely practicing is going to help you to understand things much better. Now, the Stock Savvy is available for everybody at all times. The Stock Savvy session with the homework is out there all the time. Once you take the course, 21 Days to Stock Market Investing, yes, you have lifetime access to everything there. But one thing you're going to have is you're going to have that private group that has me there on a regular basis. So yeah, you're gonna have the opportunity. I'm going to teach you how to set things up that would help to make it easier for you to learn. And that's going to come just a part of doing the homework and getting the setup in the 21 days class. So yeah, I can help you with all of that. Let's see. Now, what's this 500 a day? What's this 500 a day, Trent? Is that your goal? Is that your goal for making money in the market? Brenda says, follow the money, use wisdom. Yeah, that's good. That's good advice. That's good advice. Okay, you guys know what my goal is in the market is making money. Yeah. And you don't lose money to yourself. Yeah. I'm not seeing any questions. I'm going to go back and look. If you have any questions, you can post them here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I see a question. During the live classes, is that when you will do the practice trading? Or will it be separate time within 21 days? Yes, good question. The practice trading will be assigned in the live classes, but you'll have time. You'll have 45 days of that, and it's not going to be during the live sessions. I'm going to teach you in the live sessions, and then I'm going to, just like in this where I gave you homework and you have to go do your homework afterwards, then that's how the practice trading will be as well. You can do that at any time. You have 45 days. You can go. I'm going to be posting in Money Reverse University when I say I'm going to practice my brain dump, give you my brain dumps and things that I'm trading. I'm going to be typing in. It's not going to be me talking. I'm going to be posting every day in the class area so that you can see what I'm trading. And then you can go look at my portfolio and you can trade just like me. I'm going to introduce to you this new trading platform, and then you can work with that trading platform at any time. Many people do their trades at night. I show you how to use the broker to set your trades up so that you don't have to be live trading. You can set them up tonight and they'll trigger tomorrow. So we'll do lots of that. Okay. Oh, that was the stock. Yeah, Trent says that was the stock watching a day. Yeah, 500. I watch 500. Stocks over 500 now. So I got a system that helps me do that. Yeah. Okay. Now, any questions? Did all this make sense today? The 21 Days to Stock Market Investing course? I would love to have you. If this is, maybe I ought to tell you who this course is not for. But if you are someone that you say, I want to learn what's going on in the market, I'm serious about putting some time and investing in myself so that I can learn something that's going to carry me for the rest of my life, and I'm willing to put in the time and the energy and the money to do that, then that's who this is for. If you say, I want to know how to do this, but I really don't want to put a whole lot of time in, and if you, this is not, you're going to take the course and just be able to do it. You are going to have to practice. This is not, I don't want to show any disrespect, but this is not where you're selling somebody else's products, where you watch one video and they say, go on out there and sell my stuff. No, you're not going to watch one video and just be able to go out there and trade, because especially in a market like this, the volatile market is the best market to learn in. If you can learn in a volatile market, then when the market calms down, it's going to be easy sailing because you've gone through the hard times. I had so many people take this course when coronavirus started. They learned in a volatile market, and they're very good traders now. Most of them are in my quick money trading group because they learned in a very volatile market. Okay. Well, let's see. I think that's all that I have. If nobody else has any questions, I want to say thank you so much for joining Carolyn Williams and Money Reverse for Stock Savvy Sessions. It has been so fun these last 4 days. I just want to say thank you for joining. Thank you for putting up with me and participating. What makes this fun is when you participate. So all of you already know how to be successful in a group, because we created a group right here in this 4 days. And if you think what we created here was very strong, what if you were with me for 9 months in a group like this? You're great group members. And the reason is because you participated and you were actually honest and true, and you were not ashamed to ask questions, and you actually had fun with it. And that's what it takes. So I would love to see all of you in my 21 days to stock market investing. I would love to have you register. If you want to schedule some time to talk to me about this, let me give you a link. I'm going to post a link here where you can schedule some time, find some time on my calendar. If you want to have a discussion about the course or about anything, this will give you access to my calendar, and just schedule some time with me, and we can sit down, we can do a Zoom meeting and talk about it. And that can help you I can clear up any questions that you have. Let's see if that's going out there. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I just put that out there. Trent said, I just enrolled. Trent just enrolled. Thank you, Trent. Oh, I'm so glad to have you. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so with that, if you want to have some time to talk with me, Trent, you can go out there and watch those bonus lessons. My full testimony is out there. So there's lots of things out there for you already. And there's some video. Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's some pre-course assignments. There's some video lessons and some other things that I want to give you just before the class starts. So there's some stuff out there. You go on, Trent. Yay! So who wants to join Trent and join me in this course? Now, I think I see another question. Hold on. In this volatile market, what percentage loss would you then sell your stock? None. I'm not selling anything at a loss. I'm not selling. The only thing I would sell is if it looks like the company's stock is dying because of something that the company's doing. If it looks like that the company is going belly up or something like that, but I'm not selling anything at a loss. Now, one thing that I want you to do, Twyla, is to go back to our day 15. Twyla has taken the course. Go back to our day 15 lesson, and remember how we talked about how to set your in price and your out price, your exit position. So go back and look at your exit position. And remember, the default is if you don't know when you would sell, say 15%. And at 15%, that's when you say, I'm going to get out. So go back and look at the day 15 lesson for that. Okay. Yep. Is the normal? Yeah, I hear you say, is the normal Is the normal 15% how much you would lose? Yep, that's it. That's exactly. If I don't have a thesis, I would use this 15% to say at 15%, I'm out. I'm going to get out. I'm going to take my loss right here and I'm going to sell. So with that, that's exactly it. Go, and that's in the day 15 lesson. Yeah. Welcome to the group. You will be well pleased and blessed. Yes, Brenda has taken the course as well. So thank you so much, Brenda. You are welcome, Twyla. Yeah, I want you to really, you guys ask great questions too. I hope everybody that hasn't taken the course are getting information from the people that have. Why do those of you that have taken my course, why do you come to the sessions that I do like this? Why do you come? I mean, I love the support, but I want you to share, Brenda, Twyla, why did you come to this even though you've taken the course already? I'm just curious to know. I love the support. I love the support. So, because I want everybody else to kind of know why you come to the group if you've already taken it. If you've already taken the course, it's like, she's not going to sell to me. She already did. She got me already. Now, any other questions? If you want to have a conversation with me, I did post a link here, and you can schedule a 15-minute meeting with me, and it would be a Zoom meeting. You'd find some time on my calendar, and it's various times that are available throughout the day. If you want to sit and have a conversation to see if this is the time for you and if this is the course for you. This course isn't for everybody. So if this is something that you're wondering if this is for you, let me know. But if you say you are ready to learn and ready to put in the time, the energy, and the money, then I'm going to say, come on, you'll learn with me. But if you're not really sure, if you feel like you need to have if you have a lot of anxiety around money right now, whether it's, I don't think I can invest anything, then we need to work on some other things. Maybe it's not a good time for you. If you say, I don't think I can put money in the market like this. But what we're going to find a trading pattern, an investing strategy that works for every money personality. We're going to go through that in that personal assessment. So let's see. And then I'm going to see these comments and then I'm going to go. Let me see. I got to put some glasses on. Twyla say, because I continue to learn more. Most of my students say that. Twyla says, I enjoy the way you teach and it's always different and creative. Yeah. My students tell me that my students say, Carolyn, you are a great teacher. Look, I was fishing for compliments. You explain information very simplistically and use examples that make sense. Yeah. Thank you. Most of my students tell me that even though they've taken the course, I'm always talking about right now. And even though you've taken the course, every time I teach, I let the Holy Spirit direct me on what needs to be taught. And so you don't know what I'm going to teach about, but it's going to be very right now, because I pray that I give information that's going to help to empower you. And I can't empower you by only telling you things that was written in a textbook 50 years ago. Make sense? Okay. And to make more money. Yeah. Okay. So even if you're a new beginner, yes, Marcine, this course is specifically for people. I assume that you've just been dropped on planet Earth and you know nothing about our financial markets. And I walk you through soup to nuts. And we go through, part of the reason for the 45 days of virtual trading is because I know you're going to need to practice it. I know you're going to need to feel what it's like when you're trading against the real market. Even with fake money, even when I trade virtual trading, I'm not putting my own money in. Once you buy a stock, there's something that happens. You get connected with that particular company and you watch it. You can't help but watch it. I can say I'm watching a stock, but once I put money in it, whether it's real money or virtual money, something clicks, it's different. And that's why I want to do that with you for 45 days. So as a beginner, that is what's going to help you get through this. So I want you to practice it. I'm not just going to tell you, we're going to practice it and do it. Remember the 4 savvy steps. So yeah. Okay. Oh, that's Twyla. She's hot. Look at her. Yes, ma'am. Oh, look at Brenda. Oh, also, you teach based on biblical principles and you're honest and operating from a kingdom perspective. Yes, that is my mandate. That is my mandate. Yeah, wow. I wasn't fishing for all these compliments, but this is good. Thank y'all. Oh, this feels good. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Thank you so much, everybody. Come back and watch the replay. And if you have any questions on any of this stock savvy information, post it in the comments, even after the session is over. And I would love to continue teaching and learning with you and trading with you. Join me in my 21 days to stock market investing class that starts in May 9th, right after Mother's Day. So with that, I hope to see you all in class. Look, Brenda got one more. In the Quick Money group, you teach us to hear from the Holy Spirit before we make a move. Yes, ma'am, I sure do. I sure do. I said, don't listen to me, listen to the Holy Spirit. Because the Holy Spirit, sometimes the Holy Spirit tell me to trade stuff. People say, why are you buying that? I go, I don't know. I don't even like what it's doing, but I'm buying it. And yeah, I make money. So yeah, I do. Okay, everybody, have a great evening. This has been a great 4 days. Stay tuned to Money Reverse. I'll let you know of some other things that I have coming up because I like to do lots of things out here in which I share things at no cost. And then I'll also tell you about my programs as well. Be blessed, everybody.